Minnesota United will be seeing a lot of the Sunshine State during the remainder of August. From Jacksonville, Minnesota heads to South Beach for a meeting with Miami FC on the 27th, and then they head north up Highway 95 to play Fort Lauderdale on the 31st. We'll take a quick look at the Summit Brewing Company starting lineups. Sammy and Jock spent 4 games on the bench, and it was helpful for his confidence. He has solid play in these last 2 games.
Yeah, Sammy getting his second start in a row. You said I'm missing 4 games, Chris. But he does the hard things, the tough things brilliantly, the reaction saves. It's just the simple things that he gets himself in trouble. He needs to take care of that, and if he does take care of that, Minnesota will have a good stretch run coming down here.
For Jacksonville, they have played 20 games. The trustworthy and consistent defender Tyler Ruthven has started 19 of those.
Yeah, he's another big, strong, rugged defender that Minnesota has to keep coming up against. He's played anywhere across the back 4 today. He's playing at centre back, and once he gets out wide, he's very good with distribution, and Minnesota will have to keep hold of him quickly to get that ball and block it from getting out.
Shot by Ramirez goes wide. George. Into Keita. Immediately closed down by Lowe. Spees. He's taken down. Minnesota looking for the penalty. Referee says no way. And a goal kick. An end result for Jacksonville. Maripool out to Otter. Open on the right. Patrick Otter swings it in. Top of the 18. Headed down by Calvano. Johnson with it. Oh, back heel. Damian Lowe out to Brovsky. Ibson on the run. Lays it off for Watson. Watson cuts it to his left. Jamie Watson towards the far post. Too far, intended for Lang. Goal kick, Armada.
That's good play by Minnesota. Playing it simple, getting it out wide to Brovsky. Into Ibson. Ibson gets to the final third. That's when you want him to take people on, which he did. Gets it out wide to Jamie Watson, who cuts back. Just execution was off a little, but that's the right idea. That's going to open up the Jacksonville defense.
Sandoval picks up the loose ball in the center of the park. Goes off the head of Watson. Good turn by Johnson. Gets a return pass from Keita. Jamal Johnson.
Anytime you get an opportunity to switch play today, Chris, the wide man or the fullback's going to be wide open because teams are not pushing out quickly enough, especially in the heat.
Lang. Ibson. Well hit. Pushed aside by Gallardo. And Gallardo immediately gets up to yell at his defender. Needs to close down on Ibson on that ball.
Yeah, that was a great move by Minnesota. Lance Lang saw quickly Ibson coming in the far post here. Great shot by Ibson, trying to bend that in the far corner, but great vision by Lance Lang there. Gets one touch inside and just tries to rip that in the far corner.
Again, Gallardo gets his hands on it.
Yeah, he had to make that save there, Chris. Otherwise, his own defender might have got a touch on, and Ramirez was right behind him.
Turnover back to Minnesota. Lang once again. Ramirez flicks it just wide.
That's what Lance Lang brings to you. That great ball in. That's 3 in a row.
Lang has been busy recently.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was in the water, but Minnesota all of a sudden picked the game up. Christian trying to get a little flick on, just gets a little bit too much, but it was worth a chance to flick it over the goalkeeper there. Just a great penetrating ball in by Lance Lang.
2 quick ones here for Minnesota. Spees once again. Low with the header. Good ball in. Pitch Cohen. And then Calvano's shot is blocked. Johnson. There's the whistle, a welcomed whistle between Jacksonville and Minnesota, and the first half comes to an end. 0-0, the scoreboard reads. In swinger from the corner. Sammy and Jock going up big.
Once again, you saw Calvano being drifted out to this far touchline here, following Keita, but what he did differently that Damon Lowe did, he just didn't allow him to turn, and he didn't foul him going away from the goal. Smart play by Calvano.
Chance now for Watson. Spies again to take the corner. Headed out by George. Right back to Spies. He'll play it in again. This time Jerome. Ibsen!
He's done a lot of that today, Chris, just intercepting the ball, just perfectly timed tackles.
Referee going to his back pocket and a red card to Ibsen.
It is T1 George on the ground.
He did kick the ball at him, Chris. I'm not sure if his follow-through caught him on the way through, but you just can't be making those kind of mistakes, especially on a day like today. You work so hard to get through 78 minutes of the game, and now you're pretty much letting your teammates down. Ibsen was a little frustrated. Yeah, you see the follow-through coming right into the stomach there. Ibsen was frustrated because when he had the ball out to go wide, he thought he should have got a free kick. But you can't be doing that kind of stuff. We talk about Sammy with the bad knee there. We saw him flex his knee before the goal kick. Then he took the goal kick, and he flexed his knee again. He was hobbling, so I would have someone go back and take that goal kick if they have to.
In for Jome. Who came from right back all the way over to help out.
Yeah, great recovery by Brovsky there. How about Justin Davis?
Now into Ramirez. Danny Cruz back in for United, who are playing with 10 men after a 77th minute red card to Ibsen. Million slows it up. They'll play it across the field to Johnson. Left-footed shot by Johnson. Goes just wide, and Jock had it covered. Goal kick, Minnesota.
Yeah, good work by John here, coming out quickly, closing him down, just ushering him inside under his weaker foot.
After a 77th minute red card to number 7, Ibsen. Cruz has it blocked by Boehner. Now forward, Danny Cruz sprinting up the right side. Minnesota gets a point on the road with 10 men, and they will take it as Minnesota and Jacksonville finish 0-0.